Good afternoon and a warm welcome to Nosey Road. A fine day here at Nosey Road after a couple of, 2 or 3 days of torrential rain. Saints out today, the last home fixture of the season, being led out by today's matchday mascot, who is Martin Shaw. There he is, Shane Cooper just to the rear of him. Martin Shaw is 8 years of age. He attends Robbins Lane School at Sutton there. I think his favourite players are Neil Holding and Roy Haggerty. I know Roy Haggerty there just going out of your picture, but there's young Martin out there with his favourites. The last mascot of this season, because I don't think we'll manage to get a home playoff in the Premiership, the top 8. In fact, we need points to make sure of a top 8 position. So so here come the Warrington side just coming out. Plenty of arrangements in the St Anne's team and the Warrington team, really. Look a bit struggling for players, Warrington. Very late making the selection. But the Saints team for today: number 1 Connolly, 2 Hunt, 3 Beavers, 4 Lachlan, 5 Quirk, 6 Cooper, 7 Bluer, 8 Burke, 9 Groves, 10 Farber, 11 Fieldhouse, 12 Haggerty, Bernard Dwyer at 13. Holding at 14 and Arkwright at 15. The Warrington side: number 1 Lyon, 2 Forster, 3 Cullen, 4 Derbyshire, 5 Thorniley, 6 Woods, 7 Turner, 8 Boyd, 9 Roskell, 10 Humphreys, 11 Harmon, 12 McGinty, 13 Ronnie Duane, with 14 Richards and 15 Malloy. Today's match day referee, Mr Holsworth. We all know Mr Holsworth, the referee from Kippax. Refereed Saints at Wembley in '87 when we went down to Halifax. But there's the match day mascot there. It's Martin Shaw again. He's with captain Shane Cooper for Saints and captain Les Boyd for Warrington. Out there centre field with referee Holsworth just tossing up to decide which way the teams will play this afternoon. A big day there for Martin. There he is out there centre field. Just going to have his photograph taken by Peter Tushingham out there centre field with all the matchday officials and both captains. That'll be a real good one for the scrapbook for young Martin there. The Saints are looking to get back into winning ways. There's Martin just going off with Peter Tushingham on the far side there. But as I said, Saints are looking to get back into winning ways. Haven't won a game since defeated Widnes in the semi-final of the Challenge Cup. Entertaining Warrington today. Warrington are in 10th position in the Stones Bitter League Championship table. Saints are in 6th. There's only 3 points separating them, so you can see as the competition for places is really hotting up. Saints with just 2 more games after today's to get points in the league. Warrington kick-off. Gary Connolly, been out for the last couple of matches with ankle ligament injury, but he's back in today. Tony Burke now taking up the running. Paul Groves onto Paul Farber. Farber's been out for 2 or 3 games injured, but he's back in today this afternoon. Good forward, Farber, definitely being my team for Wembley. Just hope he can stay injury-free. He's had cartilage trouble. The ball back to Paul Loughlin. Hefty boot upfield. But David Lyon takes it comfortably. Coming crossfield. Roy Haggerty comes in, bangs him to the ground. In the last couple of matches, Roy Haggerty, Saints' most consistent forward. He's up there. I mean, a lot of competition for Wembley places, and it's just if you can keep your form up. Alex Murphy not here this afternoon. He's been in bed since last Friday with a dose of gastric flu. Obviously he doesn't want to come on the ground, otherwise he'd pass it on to the players. But Saints come up with the ball. But an infringement there. The referee penalises Warrington for not the required yardage at the play of the ball. So penalty towards the Saints. The first penalty of the game, just over a minute's play gone. And a chance for early points on the board for Paul Loughlin. Neil Holding going out there, Sandman for Paul Loughlin, centre field. It's about just over 35 yards out. Saints quick to play the ball, and Warrington encroaching in an offside position, being penalised by referee Holdsworth. And Paul Loughlin's stepping up. Looks good, yes, the touch judges raise the flags, and Saints take an early 2-0 lead. Warrington quickly restart play. Paul Groves brings it to Tony Burke after Vivers there bursting through. Solid tackling from Warrington, a very strong outfit. Beaten semi-finalists in the Silk Cut Challenge Cup. Went down to Wigan by 13 points to 6. Very unlucky there, and the 13-6 scoreline flatters Wigan. An injured player on the ground there, number 12 it is, Billy McGinty. Saints moving it quickly to the right, Bernard Dwyer, onto Fieldhouse, into space, overlap on the right, Fieldhouse drives over. Solid tackling from Warrington. They did well, they came in and covered quickly. Saints still in possession, spreading it across the line again. Haggerty have to straighten up. But Warrington closing very quickly, down to 12 men. The man looks as though he's got a bad knock on the head, but referee Holdsworth has allowed play to go on. Farber comes in field, last tackle inside to Dwyer, releases it back to Tony Burke. Last tackle now, Burke, the ball's loose. Number 2 it is, Mark Forster, speed merchant. Oh, Les Quirk comes back, bounces him into touch there. He had a start on Quirk, he turned and he certainly heard down this wing, Quirk, and bounced Forster into touch, just short of the Saints 25. Well, Billy McGinty has had some treatment, he's back on his feet. Warrington back to the full complement now. First scrum of the match, Darren Blewer to feed. Well, goes against the head, but he's lost it. Woods there, comes round with it, he's lost it, a knock on rules. So it's going to be another scrum down. Well, Woods there, he's got 7 on his back now. He was given out as 6 in the programme, so I would imagine Rocky Turner at standoff, but Saints are in possession after a bit of a scramble at the scrum. After that sloppy scrum, Saints are back in possession. Paul Groves onto Shane Cooper. Awkward pass there, but he does well, Cooper. He has to take the tattle of loose forward Ronnie Duane coming in very quickly. Tony Burke, centre field, powering his way upfield. Somebody's got to break the deadlock and drive through, straighten up. Ball coming cross field. Quick hands is of the essence. Onto Les Quirk now. Certainly the ground doesn't look in bad condition. A credit to groundsman Eric Edwards after say 3 days of torrential rain, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Didn't hardly get a let up in the weather. But Darren Blewer kicks for touch on the 6th tattle. John Woods to feed. Warrington ball, moving it quickly to the left. Mark Roskell at no, I beg your pardon, it's Paul Cullen at dummy half. Solid tackling from the Saints, but Warrington are making yardage. 10-15 yard move upfield onto Les Boyd. Powerhouse prop forward. Good ball distributor, real good forward, about 32 years of age now, but he's certainly revelling in this game of rugby. Neil Harmon there, into the Saints 25 now. On to Rocky Turner, he's going for a drop goal. Certainly a bit of a windy decision early on in the game. I suppose they're down in the 25. They're going to try and come away with points if they can. It's always recommended if you can get near the opponent's line, near the post, and come away with a point. But it was unsuccessful that time. Tap for a restart from the 25, and Alan Hunt coming in field. Hunt, another Saints player that's had injury in the last couple of weeks. But it's Paul Farber taking up the running. Well, McGinty there, rather high tattle on Farber. The ball's not forward. I think it was Darren Blewer, but he redeemed himself there. He gathered the ball. It saves Warrington getting possession. It's a scrum just 10 yards outside the Saints 25. It's going to be a Warrington feed. It's John Woods to feed. 2 scrums to 1 in Warrington's favour, but Warrington come up with the ball there. That makes it 3-1. Warrington moving quickly to the left. Billy McGinty as well. Utility forward McGinty. Strong lad, only a youngster. And now it's Warrington still in possession. On to Tony Humphries. Just penetrates the Saints 25. Roskell at dummy half. Warrington moving it to the right. Loop movement there, but Haggerty in like a flash. No kidding, Roy Haggerty, Saints. Second row, powerful international Pac-Man. And Turner and Woods trying to work a movement there, but no way through for him. But Boyd, he gets that ball out. Good forward, Boyd. Takes some pulling down, 2 and 3 men. You've got to get into the man and make sure he's clamped, otherwise that ball's going to be released. John Woods now. Diagonal crossfield grubber, but Alan Hunt takes it well. Awkward ball. Tries to get out of the first line of defence there of Tony Thornley, but Gary Connolly coming away, trying to clear the line. Warrington going to be pressing up hard, trying to force Saints into errors. There's Tony Burke. Did well there, he lost his footing, actually went to the ground on one knee, but he got up and powered another 5-10 yards forward. Farmer, lofty ball to Quirk, into space now. Hurry up this wing, Quirk. Good tackle from that Warrington man. Mark Forster comes in well. Well, holding Quirk down there. Lying on, but the linesman's unmoved. Darren Bluer inside to Loughlin. Up the blind side, onto Boyd. Outside to Darren Bluer, but a forward pass is ruled. Good play there, Loughlin tried to keep it moving. Les Boyd was trying to get his man into touch. A forward pass rule, it's going to be a scrum down with a Warrington feed. Just about 8 yards inside the Warrington half. Woods feeds. Forster comes infield. Warrington in possession. Number 11 there, Neil Harmon, trying to burst through. Gary Connolly looking to wrench the ball from his hands. Quick play the ball from Warrington, taking it over to the left. Turner it is there. Robert Turner in the standoff position this afternoon for Warrington. Neil, beg your pardon, Mark Roskell attacked in half-back, the hooker. Hooker usually taking up this acting half-back position. There he is again, Mark Roskell. Brings it over to the right, onto John Woods. Harmon puts the ball down. Humphries, I beg your pardon, puts the ball down. But a Warrington pair of hands picks it up. Scrum down going to be formed 10 yards away from the Saints 25. Saints feed this time with Darren Bluer to feed. Warrington mopping up on the scrums 4-1 at present. After a couple of dubious feeds from John Woods. But Bluer there feeds it. Well, Bluer feeds, he's being penalised for feeding. It's on the opposite side to us, we couldn't see, but the penalty going Warrington's way. David Lyons, full-back. David Lyon, full-back for Warrington, comes up for the kick to touch. A deep kick inside the Saints 25. So it's Warrington's turn to put pressure on. Just looking for a replacement ball with that one going out to the ground. Mark Roskell. Les Boyd, first man in. You've got to get in. 2 and 3 men. He lays these balls on to the runners there, does Boyd. Well, Ronnie Duane coming on the blind side. Planned move from Warrington, just trailing by 2 points to nil at present. Tony Humphries powering his way through. That's 4 tackles, I make it. Another 2 tackles for the Saints to keep the line intact. Deep ball back to Boyd here now, onto Woods there. Takes it crossfield, onto Rocky Turner. Flicks it up, but Shane Cooper comes up with it. Good play from Saints captain. Leads by example. Warrington trying to force him over into his own in-goal area. But Saints now come and play the ball. Paul Groves, I beg your pardon. Warrington lying up very quickly, but moving up very quickly. But referee Holdsworth. Usually referee Holdsworth, he does take the opposing side back, perhaps about 5 to 8 yards to allow for a bit of cribbing. But onto Paul Groves, into space. Loughlin, the brakes on, onto Quirk. Well, still, oh, brilliant play from Les Quirk. Looks as though he's hurt his leg in the process. Grimaces with pain there. Certainly take a knock there, but Bluer into space. Haggerty on the inside. Well, Bluer, he didn't know Haggerty was there. Haggerty's got the ball now. Saints move upfield a good 50, 60 yards. John Fieldhouse attacked in half-back. Saints moving to the right. Shane Cooper. Diagonal chip through, but right into a pair of Warrington hands. Les Quirk did exceptionally well there. Got a strain on the leg. Did well to keep out of touch. Right on the touch line. As Mark Forster came in, but it's Warrington in possession. Just outside their own 25-yard line. Solid tackling from the Saints over there on the far side. A fine day here at Nosey Road. Should get some good open rugby. As I said, both teams looking for points in the Stones Bitter League Championship. No more than Saints, who's gone down on the last 4 occasions. A game we should have won last week at Wakefield, Bellevue Ground at Wakefield. Didn't get the rub of the green in the second half. Leading 14-2 at half-time, but Warrington kicked downfield. Les Quirk takes up the running. Into space, still going Quirk. Can he outpace the Warrington defence? Yes! Quirk's going in, is he? Yes! Oh, just in touch. Very unlucky there. A terrific run from Les Quirk. A full 50 yards run and just pushed into touch, inches short of the corner flag. Brilliant work after that kick through from Warrington. The Warrington defence very slow coming in, just managed to get him at the last gasp. So a 5-yard scrum is formed. Warrington feed, well, John Woods there. Gets the ball out to Mark Forster coming in field. Ronnie Duane, he loses the ball. Groves is there, onto Farber, going in field. Oh, Farber bamboozling the defence. Well, rather enthusiastic tackling there, but this touch judge here is unmoved. David Lyons, it was there, onto Haggerty, still going, inside to Fieldhouse. John Fieldhouse, an ex-Warrington lad. But Shane Cooper attacked in half-back. Saints moving into the right, eager for a try. Loughlin coming through onto that short ball. Warrington being urged to get back on side, but is there an injury? Has the ball gone to ground? I think referee Holsworth, he's got Les Boyd there. He's the captain, but he's got another Warrington player. Obviously, foul play on the far side. And Saints are awarded a penalty. I wonder if it's Cullen that. He's not renowned for his finesse in the tackling, is Cullen. Certainly looks like number 3. So Saints awarded the penalty. Les Boyd there, he's another player not renowned for his finesse, but he is the captain. He's having a chat with referee Holsworth, but referee Holsworth will only take so much before he takes any action. But Paul Loughlin's going to have a go for the goal. He's been awarded the penalty for a foul tackle on himself. Chris Arkwright going out as Sandman. Just the Saints' second penalty of this afternoon's match so far, with Warrington tidying up on the scrums by 5-1. Just quarter of an hour of the game gone, and Paul Loughlin lining up there about 10-15 yards to the right of the posts, possibly about 20 yards away from the Warrington try line, leading by 2 points to 0. A goal in the second minute, a penalty goal for Loughlin in the second minute. Yes, and another successful attempt from Loughlin there. Increases the Saints' lead to 4 points to 0. It's been all Saints this afternoon so far, peppering this Warrington line. Tremendous break from Les Quirk there. Very unlucky not to touch down in this corner. So John Woods to kick off. Straight kick right into Gary Conley's arms. Comes up centre field, taken down by Turner and number 12 Billy McGinty. Tony Burke taking up the running. Saints powering into this Warrington defence. John Fieldhouse, centre field, looking for support. Groves is there, as ever. Saints backing up. This is what it's all about. They've not been putting it together in as much as being consistent for backing each other up as of late. But look as though they're hungry today. John Fieldhouse again. Turns the ball inside. Bernard Dwyer takes up the running. Another player back after injury. He played at Wakefield last week. Was instrumental in, I think it was the Mark Bailey try, a full 65, 70-yard movement upfield. But he's just taken a knock there as Bernard round the ankle. Well, Saints being penalised there, very exhibitionist action there from referee Holdsworth, but Warrington have been awarded the penalty. Obviously an infringement at the play the ball from the Saints, not lining up. One player's got to be directly behind the man playing the ball. So Warrington kick up field, and Les Boyd now powering his way for the line. He's still loose, his Boyd, but he's lost the ball. Saints have been penalised. Well, Saints going in for the ball. It's open to being taken when Boyd's there, but you know what Boyd's like. He's a fiery character, he doesn't like it, and he's not averse to mixing it. He's there again, centre field. Looks as though he's having a bit of a tangle with Haggerty. He's certainly a fiery character, is Boyd. Warrington have already been awarded the penalty, but referee Holdsworth bringing somebody out. Bound to be one of the Saints, no danger. Shane Cooper is having a word with. There's Paul Farber there and Roy Haggerty. Quite a few Warrington players. Beg your pardon, quite a few Saints players with the referee Holdsworth. Well, an alleged punch being thrown in, but also Les Boyd is going to be spoken to, surely. No, it's McGinty. He seems to be speaking strongly to McGinty. The clock being stopped while he wants Les Boyd. And rightly so. Les Boyd coming out, he's the captain, he should be warned. The Warrington have already got the penalty. He's certainly chatting away to referee Holdsworth, and as I say, he'll only take so much. If this was football, he'd certainly be off the field for dissent. There's no danger. But Warrington, they're going to go for goal, are they? Turner with the ball in his hands. 15 yards out. About 10 to 15 yards to the right-hand side of the posts. But the referee Holdsworth, if he's not careful, he'll have to get a grip on this game. And Turner now going to have a go for goal. Warrington trailing by 4 points to 0. 19 minutes of the game gone. Shouldn't have any problem with this one. Well, he's hooked it. He's hooked it to the right, to the left of the post, I beg your pardon. I'm thinking as the right as I'm looking, but it was to the left of the post there. But Saints have got to drop out to Warrington. Well, that's justice if there is anything, isn't it? Shouldn't have been penalised in the first place, should the Saints? But Saints kick off. Mark Forster gathers it safely. The sun coming out now at Nosey Road. Solid tackling there. Bernard Dwyer back in with Tony Burke, just receiving treatment. Well, from Roskell there to Boyd, the pass must have been a yard forward. But it's Warrington in possession now, moving it to the left. Billy McGinty taking up the running. Paul Groves and Paul Farber there, bringing him to ground. Woods moves it left, on to Ronnie Duane. He breaks the first line of defence from the Saints, but Saints tattlers come in quickly and bang him to the ground. On to Woods again, loop movement with Turner. On to number 4 there is Paul Derbyshire. Solid tackling against centre field. The referee Holdsworth raised his hand. It's the 5th and final, the 5th tattle, it's the 6th tattle of this sequence. Turner grubbing for touch. Les Quirk takes it comfortably. Powering his way in is Les Quirk. 3 Warrington defenders bring him to ground. Roskell, Turner and Forster. Boyd moving up very quickly. Well, very enthusiastic there, Boyd. You'll have to watch it. Oh, Tony Burke, the most placid of persons you'd ever wish to meet on a rugby field. But referee Holdsworth is going to have to watch it. Saints spreading it quickly. Loughlin into space. Connolly on his right, but Loughlin taking up the running. Into the Warrington half now. The Saints crowd come alive. Get behind the favourites. Haggerty centre field. Sixth and final tackle of this sequence of the Saints. Warrington all in an offside position to referee Holdsworth's right, but he's not looking. Oh, tremendous grubber kick. 5 touch midway between the Warrington line and their own 25. Pinpoint kicking on the 6th tackle from the Saints. Scrum down with a Warrington feed. I hope referee Holdsworth takes note of the feeding this time. He'll certainly be watching Bluer. Not been paying much attention to John Woods. The scrum not formed properly there is Les Boyd. He's up to his tricks. Well, feeding there. Allowed to go yet again, but Warrington break quickly. 6 scrums to 1 in this half so far. Ronnie Duane. International loose forward there for Warrington. Fieldhouse brings him to ground. Well, Fieldhouse penalised. Duane going in with the shoulder. Bad decision again. No way that Fieldhouse was hold of him. It's Duane went in with the shoulder, and Holdsworth awards Warrington the penalty. Tony Humphries taking up the running. Certainly things going to warm up. Farmer and Fieldhouse forcing back an extra 5 yards. Roskell a dummy half for Warrington. Les Boyd first receiver. Tony Burke in there again with Bernard Dwyer. The man not brought to the ground. Well, unorthodox play the ball onto Turner. Roskell attacking half back for Warrington. Warrington move it infield. Woods looking for the breakthrough. He's out of that tackle. He's still going. He's about 32 years of age, Woods, a tremendous long servant with the League club, but came to Warrington. He was on the market, once linked with Saints, but he did go to Bradford and then over to Warrington. David Lyon, acting half-back, 6th and final tackle for Warrington. Turner, crossfield, lofted ball. Well, it's into touch on the far side after going through a pair of 2 or 3 pair of hands. It's going to be a scrum down. 5 yards from the Saints line. Darren Blue is in possession. So I'd imagine it is the Saints' feet finally going into touch off a Warrington pair of hands. The score still 4 points to 0 in Saints' favour. 2 Paul Loughlin penalty goals. Blue feed, Saints comes up with the ball. We've got Connolly in the line. Shane Cooper bringing it crossfield, but enthusiastic tackling from the Warrington outfit. David Lyon in there rather heavily. Blue attacked in half-back. Burke on the blindside run. Coached by Brian Johnson, the ex-St George fullback. Paul Groves back to Paul Loughlin, but Loughlin runs it. Still going. Has to take the tackle as number 11 there is Neil Harmon, comes in over the top. Bluer takes it back in field, looking for space, onto Haggerty. The break's on. Well, nearly an interception, but it's 6 tackles again. Onto Alan Hunt, one of his rare running chances. The referee wipes the slate clean. Well, this touch judge here on this near side, our side, the popular side, has finally come on for an infringement. I must say, I didn't see anything there in the tackle, but it's amazing how he can see things from a good distance, but can't note things that's close in. But referee is not... Referee Holdsworth not having a word with anybody. Obviously he considered that everything was tickety-boo, and play is allowed to go on. Haggerty into space, Bluer on the inside, Bluer in charge now. Oh, very unlucky there, but Haggerty there, brilliant, tremendous second row play. Warrington all offside there. Referee Holdsworth, he's not keeping him back. The ball loose and finally goes to a pair of Warrington hands. Billy McGinty it is, comes up with possession. Boyd attacked in half-back. Roy Haggerty there is taking a knock in that burst upfield. But tremendous break there from Roy Haggerty. International Pac-Man for the Saints. 27 minutes of the game gone, 4 points to nil the score in the Saints' favour. Tremendous pulsating game. Quick ball handling skills from Warrington. Turner into space. Connolly comes in, but Fieldhouse completes the tackle. Just taken on the wrong side there, Connolly by Turner, but it's Warrington still on the charge. Neil Harmon into the Saints 25, sixth and final tackle now. Mark Roskell, the hooker for Warrington, takes it left onto Woods. Well, they look a bit panicky there, offside there, that man, but Turner lofts it up again. And Warrington gather it, but it's going to be the changeover. Good ball there as Tony Thornley. Obviously a planned move with Turner kicking across field. And Thornley going in for the high ball. He took it there, but he only had to be tackled. And it was the changeover. So it's Saints powering the way up to their own 25-yard line. Tony Burke still going forward. Groves at dummy half. Onto Farber. Lofted ball to... Oh, unlucky there. Unlucky there. The idea was right from Paul Farber, but the pass was too deep. Warrington having to make a substitution now with Steve Malloy, the substitute forward, coming on to replace Tony Humphreys. Humphreys very doubtful before this afternoon's team selection, but he must have taken a knock, and he's being replaced now there, as I said, by Steve Malloy. Well, Warrington come up with the ball. Woods is in possession, blew around very quickly. Warrington in possession, as I said, in the Saints 25. Puts a lot of pressure lately on the Saints line, but Turner there trying to burst through. Saints defence has held out firm up to now. McGinty attacked in half-back. On to Cullen on the far side, but the ball coming back to Lyon. Tremendous tackle there. Bernard Dwyer lends an extra pound. And Warrington are brought to ground on the far side. Saints player taking a knock. Alan Hunt, I think it is. Les Boyd in possession. Saints into him very quickly. Sixth and final tackle again. Turner onto Woods. Woods knocks it on, but it's the changeover because that was on the sixth tackle. All offside, and Warrington there allowed to lie in an offside position as Saints take the quick tap. Shane Cooper onto Les Quirk coming infield. Three-man Warrington tackle bring him to ground. But how he expected to play open rugby when the referee won't keep the opposing side in an onside position. Certainly very physical there, a lot of players taking knocks. Les Quirk taking a knock there as Warrington moving very quickly. Not a very good crowd here for this afternoon's local derby between the Saints and Warrington. Fieldhouse there onto Dwyer. Just short of the halfway line. The referee signifies this is going to be the sixth tackle. The clock stopped, and Bernard Dwyer is taking a knock. The referee in very quickly, as the other players brought the referee's attention to an injury to Bernard Dwyer. Took an ankle injury before. One of Saints' most consistent forwards this season is Bernard Dwyer, but he's out there, quite a lot of concern. Saints physio Tim Deakin goes on, and I think that's the Warrington physio as well there, lending a hand. But the stretch is being called for there on the far side. Well, Bernard Dwyer, very unlucky. Obviously in contention for a Wembley place. Let's hope it's not too serious, the injury. But the game was stopped straight away. And Saints physio Tim Deakin there, centre field, calling for the stretcher from the St John's ambulance over there on the main stand side. So a round of applause as Bernard Dwyer's taken straight off. Mark Roskell at dummy half onto Les Boyd. Arkwright in there at the tackle. Chris Arkwright in the Saints A team in the Alliance final last Friday night at Headingley Leeds. Unfortunately, the A team went down by 24 points to 12. They were the holders of the trophy, beating Barrow here last season. But it's Warrington in possession. Steve Malloy. Right in front of our commentary position and just 10 yards inside the Saints half. Roskell turns it inside there. Turner onto Les Boyd. He's the leader. Certainly a fiery character. You've got to get in. He's a good ball distributor, as you've no doubt seen from this opening half hour. Sixth and final tackle. Turner there with a kick across field, but it's directly into touch, so it's going to be the changeover. That was on the sixth tackle again. Referee Holdsworth signifying that it is the changeover. Well, Warrington all offside to the referee's right, but he's pointing, he's not penalising. Saints resume play. Tony Burke brought out short of the halfway line. Paul Groves taking up the running, centre field. Live wire hooker, this Groves. Beavers attacked in half-back. Arkwright, Cooper, out to Haggerty. Well, interception there, but it's gone to ground. The ball's still loose. Pity Saints couldn't pick it up. Well, it's still loose. Knock-on's going to be ruled now. It should be a Saints feed. Very unlucky there. Saints spreading it quickly to the left. It was the right wing back. Forster came in for the interception. He put it to ground. Saints couldn't capitalise on it. And a scrum down's going to be formed. 5 yards inside the Saints half. Darren Blewer to feed. Warrington tidying up on the scrums by 7-2. Well, feed it again. I don't believe this man at all. Warrington tidying up on the scrum, 7-2. And he penalises Blewer there for feeding. Somebody in the crowd just to my left saying, come on Holdsworth, let's be fair, and well, that explains it all, doesn't it? So Warrington, Les Boyd, powering for the line, 2 or 3 yards short. Quick play of the ball from Warrington there, powering onto the Saints line. Roskell attacked in half-back, spreading it to the left. McGinty looking for the gap there, saw half a gap, tried to go through it, but solid Saints defence. Fieldhouse and Tony Burke quickly in there. Roskell again, over to Turner. Warrington spreading it across the line. Woods, live wire, scrum half this Woods. Plays anywhere in the back position. Out now to Ronnie Duane. Tried to pass round the man, but the ball, I don't know if it's hit a Warrington player and gone dead. Yes, it must have hit a Warrington player and gone dead. Referee Holdsworth very slow there with his decision. Saints want a quick tap restart from the 25. Warrington very slow to get back, as they have been all through the match. Paul Farber taking up the running. 5 minutes. Well, you can break the man's hold on your jersey for the opposition with that type of movement, but it certainly looks a bit more. Loughlin out to Phil Beavers, on to Hunt, takes it well, coming in field Alan Hunt, up to the Warrington 25. Can Saints get a try on the board before half-time? Arkwright on to Blewer, across the line, good ball to Loughlin. Awkward ball, but it's back to Forster comes up with it. It was a bullet pass there to Haggerty, he couldn't take it. And Warrington in possession. Les Boyd from acting half-back. Groves, one of the tacklers in there. Conley coming in to lend a pound. But it was Darren Blewer on the bottom there. Chris Arkwright, Saints beneficiary, 10 years with the Saints, well over 10 years with the Saints club, but he's enjoying a benefit season this season, a well-worthy beneficiary, and I just hope we're coming to the end of the season now at St Helens, well, the rugby season in general, but there's lots of activities going on for Chris. I just hope you'll rally round him and support him. Warrington in possession. John Woods, Roskell attacked in half-back. Les Quirk, is the ball going touching goal? Yes. No, it's not gone dead yet. It has now. Saints to start with a 25-yard tap. Tony Burke, first man in, powering his way upfield. Well, Turner in there, very enthusiastic tackling. Saints bring it blindside. Haggerty turns it infield. Releases it now to Burke again. Solid display from these Saints forwards. Groves and Blue work the loop movement. Cooper onto Fieldhouse, but it goes to ground. Beavers picks it up. Scrum down, going to be ruled. Just inside the Warrington half. 3 minutes of normal time plus a couple of minutes stoppage for the injury to Bernard Dwyer. Warrington come up with the ball again from the scrum. The knock on by Woods, but scoot back indicated by referee Holdsworth. 8-2 scrum possession for Warrington in this first half, and they've nothing to show for it. Les Boyd. Roskell turns it to substitute Steve Malloy. He powers up to the Saints 25. He's brushed down a couple of yards short. Roskell again, and Warrington are persisting, bringing it up the blind side. It's Les Boyd taking up the running. Good 10-15 yard burst from powerful Pac-Man Boyd. Sixth and final tackle. Roskell onto Woods. Chip and run. It's awkward ball. Connolly takes it well. He took it. Yes, that's correct decision there from referee Holdsworth. He took it on the full in his in-goal area. So 25 yard tap restart. Arkwright second up the running. Looking for support. Les Quirk coming up, but a good clamp tackle there from Warrington. And turning it is, lying all over Arkwright. Fieldhouse brings it blindside. Out to Les Quirk, into space. Can he outpace David Lyon? He comes in field. Still going, Les Quirk. Takes the three-man Warrington tackle to bring him down. Quick play the ball wanted. Groves up there. Saints ready to the right. Across the line. Shane Cooper. Roy Haggerty. He'll straighten up. Turns in field. Oh, brilliant! Yes, onto Loughlin. Brilliantly taken ball from by Loughlin from Roy Haggerty. But he's there, Haggerty. He's been prodding and probing. A constant thorn in this Warrington side. And he went through there. Loughlin was coming through. A very awkward pass to Paul Loughlin from Roy Haggerty. He's always looking to release this ball. He did so. Loughlin took it up, stepped out to two Warrington tackles and touchdown right under the sticks. About a minute before the half-time hooter. Brilliant play from the Saints as they extend the lead now to 8 points to nil. And it's going to be 10 points to nil. Just a formality from Loughlin now. Well, what a tremendous boost for the Saints. Hitting Warrington with a try and a goal right on the half-time hooter. Tremendous play from Haggerty. As I said, he's been a constant thorn. So all Saints points, all 10 of them coming from Loughlin this afternoon. And what a time to score. They're on about this psychological advantage of scoring just before half-time or just after half-time. Well, there's one nail in Warrington's coffin, we hope. 10-point advantage to the Saints. Warrington kick-off. Alan Hunt, one of his rare touches. Speed merchant, only signed on amateur form from Wakefield. Unable to play at Wakefield last week because of injury. And Tony Burke now taking up the running. Well, McGinty there going in rather enthusiastically. Roskell had brought him down, but McGinty had to go in and have his two-penneth. Paul Farber. Good play from the Saints there. Tremendous ball handling skills when it counted. The ball back to Loughlin. They're going to pepper Warrington, try to keep them in their own 25. David Lyon takes it well on the full. Drives up centre field with Arkwright. Tremendous clamp tackle from Arkwright and brings him down right on the halfway. McGinty for Warrington now. Just playing in injury time. Les Boyd taking up the running. It's up to Saints. They've got to contain this Warrington outfit. Make sure they don't get any points on the board. They've only had one attempt at a penalty goal by Turner. That's the only time they've come close to scoring. An easy conversion it should have been, an easy penalty goal conversion, but he took it to the left of the sticks. But it's Warrington now still in possession, driving upfield, approaching the Saints 25. Haggerty, Farber and Blue are in there. Sixth and final tackle for Warrington now. 10 points to nil they trail. Crossfield, awkward ball, Cooper's in there. Well, solid taster, just change over now. The Warrington man taken down, sloppy handling, sloppy passing from Warrington. Chris Arkwright just got to hold this ball now of the Saints. Spread it out. Saints with a 10 points to nil lead, and Warrington being offside virtually all the match. Roy Haggerty now, centre field, taking up the running. Reverse pass to Groves. Tidied up by Groves, looking for support. 10 yards short of the halfway line. Phil Beavers at dummy half. Tony Burke coming in. Powerful forward Burke. Done a hell of a lot of driving upfield. Good battering ram stuff from Burke this afternoon. And Groves again. Saints going to spread it out. Be tremendous if we could hit him with another try before half time. Quirk tidies up. Still going, Les Quirk. Powerful wingman. There's the half-time hooter. And what a tremendous pulsating half we've had here at Nosey Road. A tremendous derby match. Saints going in at the half-time, but leading by 10 points to 0. All the points coming from Paul Loughlin. Penalty goals in the 2nd and 15th minutes, and then just 2 minutes before the half-time hooter. A Loughlin try and a goal, making the score 10 points to 0. It was Haggerty there, some good handling from the Saints, but Haggerty there, he tried to straighten up, somebody had to straighten up, and Loughlin coming through on his left. Haggerty slipped a lovely ball up to Loughlin. He took it well. He brushed 2 Warrington tattlers off and heard in under the post. Easy conversion for himself. So it's half-time here at Nosey Road. 10 points to score in the Saints' favour. Welcome back to Nosey Road for the second half of the Stones Bitter League clash. Saints with a 10 points to 0 half-time lead. It's definitely a lead that Saints mustn't give up at any cost, especially after being 14 points to 2 up last week at Bellevue Wakefield. Just one substitution for each team in the half-time, in the first half I should say. Chris Arkwright coming on for Bernard Dwyer, went off, stretched off with a nasty leg injury I think, and Malloy coming on for Tony Humphries. Saints to kick off, playing down to the clubhouse end for this half. And Paul Loughlin kicks it deep. Mark Forster brought down 20 yards away from his own line. Roskill attacked in half-back. Second row, Neil Harmon there, latching onto the end of it. But solid tackling there, Chris Arkwright. In with a shoulder, solid tackle. Brings McGinty down. Warrington bringing it blindside. Well, substitution there at half-time with number 14, Basil Richards coming on. So Basil Richards there, just taking his place centre field, but a scrum down being formed just inside the Warrington half. Darren Blewer to feed. Ball coming out Saints side, allowed to go on Cooper. Mrs Hunt out onto Beavers. Well, Lyon there, he tried to take Beavers' head off. If he'd have been a couple of inches higher, he would have decapitated him. There's no danger about that. Shane Cooper. Loughlin's trying to thread his way through. Tony Burke down the blind side there on the main stand side. Referee Holsworth, his line out of Warrington looks a bit more respectable this half. Blewer and Cooper work the loop movement. Inside ball to Haggerty, threading his way through. Tremendous sidestep Haggerty, flicks it up to Blewer. Tremendous take again. It's this man Haggerty, creating havoc in the Warrington defence. Fieldhouse, lofty ball to Arkwright, moving it quickly to the left. On to Paul Loughlin, out to Quirk. Can he squeeze in? Oh, inches short there, Les Quirk. Sixth and final tattle, I would imagine Saints. It's spread it right up. No, he's going for the line. Is it try? It's forward, I think. Yes, brilliant play from the Saints on the sixth tackle. Right, scoring early on in the second half. Just 2 minutes of the second half, and Paul Farber powers his way over. Brilliant display from Farber on the sixth tackle. The Saints, I thought they'd spread it out to the right, but they took it blindside, and Farber dove in from close range. Paul Farber there, that's his sixth try of the season for the Saints. That's their first game back for about 3 or 4 games. Been out with injury, cartilage trouble, but he seems to be a quick healer, does Paul Farber. They had a couple of leg problems this season, but he's come out of them very quickly. Difficult conversion for Paul Loughlin. Just about 5 yards in and just inside the Saints 25 on the main stand side here at Nosey Road. Good start for the Saints. Loughlin brings it in. Is it good? Oh, yes. What a perler. Loughlin slots it between the sticks. 16 points to 0 to score now. And let's see Warrington come back from that. Well, not bad, eh? 16 points to 0 up, and Warrington's not been onside all the match. Deep kick, taken on the full, let's work. Builds up head of steam, driving centre field. Brought down just short of the 25. Arkwright attacked in half-back. Saints bursting through there. Tony Burke taking it blindside. Shane Cooper, long ball to Roy Haggerty. Trying to beat the Warrington defence, looking for support, gets it back to Fieldhouse. Lovely ball to Beavers, out to Gary Connolly, gives the dummy, goes in field. Brilliant display from this 17-year. Oh, terrible tackle. McGinty there, in on Connolly. Outrageous tackle. That man, he should be down the tunnel there. He's been doing it all the match. Typical of Warrington. Head-high tackle, McGinty nearly took Connolly's head off. He's been spoken to by referee Holdsworth. He'd probably just pat him on the bottom and tell him not to do it again. He's having a word with him there. Should deserve at least 10 minutes in the sin bin. Been at it all the match, but he's not been noticed. And there he goes, as I said, just a little word in his ear. This head-high tackling, trips, etc. It's supposed to be outlawed this season by the referees, but how they interpret it is only their job. And referee Lindop, he gets these videos and he's got to assess these men, these top 10 referees. But terrible head-high tackle there. Palmer powering his way. Well, short arm again. Yes, sent off straight away. Pointed to the tunnel. Les Boyd. Oh no, he's giving the yellow card. Well, he pointed down the tunnel straight away. He showed the yellow card. It's the red card for sending off. So Boyd there, nothing more than he deserves. He's come back. Well, they can sit on the bench now. I beg your pardon. I was forgetting about that. But he's got 10 minutes sin bin. So Boyd out there, Boyd there, nothing but a short arm jab on the Saints player as he went through there. Saints awarded a penalty, and it's certainly just going to be a formality for Paul Loughlin. Another 2 points. Right between the sticks there, yes, brilliant display from Loughlin this afternoon. Points to 0 the score. Warrington reduced to 12 men, and rightly so. In fact, it should have been 11 because McGinty should have walked there. There's no danger. But Warrington kick off. Turner kicks it deep. Well, Les Quirk made a mistake there. Hit Les Quirk and went dead. Well, I think it hit Les Quirk. Might have just brushed his foot, but with the ball going directly dead, Saints forced to drop out between their own sticks. 10 minutes now for Saints to hopefully capitalise on the reduction of Warrington's team. Mark Forster on the far side. Roskell, that's acting half-back, takes it inside. Neil Harmon releases it. Solid tackling, Groves in there, and Roy Haggerty. Turner on the break, Connolly coming over and Groves. The ball's released, Saints come up with it. Good pass from that Warrington man there. right into the Saints' arms. Blower comes up with it. The idea was right for Warrington, really. The support was there, but it went to Darren Blower. Arkwright, Saints spread it left. Oh, brilliant pass from Cooper onto Paul Loughlin there. He did well, plenty of Warrington attention, but Saints have got to make it count. Farber going blindside. Looking for support, inside to Cooper. Saints on the rampage now. Haggerty does well, holds the ball up for support, out to Fieldhouse. Brilliant display from the Saints. Good ball handling skills. Conley again. Basil Richards, one of the tattlers in there. He has come on for Paul Derbyshire at half-time. But it's Chris Arkwright, centre field. Saints still in possession. The ball's still loose. Yes, play allowed to go on. Oh, knock on given. The ball going back. But referee Holdsworth right in the centre there. Right on the job. Knock on being ruled. It's going to be a scrum down 5 yards inside the Saints half. A Warrington feed. Only one scrum in the second half, and that was taken by Paul Groves. Woods now. And Warrington come up with the ball. Break over to the left here. Basil Richards. Turner attacked in half-back. Well, loose ball, Beavers on it. Down like a flash. He saw the loose ball. Saints capitalise on it. And Saints on the charge. Fieldhouse, diagonal crossfield run. Ronnie Duane brings him down. McGinty in assistance. Cooper, loop movement with Groves. Back inside to Haggerty. On the charge again, Haggerty. Oh, inside to Fieldhouse. Back to Blower. Oh, champagne rugby. Loughlin again. Yes, he's going to score. Oh, brilliant rugby. Loughlin goes in. 10 yards to the right of the sticks. Good play from the Saints. And that man Haggerty involved in there again. Quite a few pair of Saints hands, but this is what we've been looking for the past 4 weeks. Saints slinging it together. Good inter-passing and teamwork. And let's just hope we can keep it up in the lead up to Wembley on April the 29th. Paul Loughlin, his second try of the afternoon. Saints another nail in Warrington's coffin. 22 points to nil the score. Similar position from the penalty goal in the 6th minute that Paul Loughlin converted. And Saints certainly backing up and playing for each other. Obviously a lot of injuries and unsettled side, but Saints have got to try and get it together. They're certainly doing it this afternoon. Fieldhouse, Haggerty, Loughlin in there, and Loughlin finished off in good style. Yes, just brings it in there. Brilliant goal from Loughlin. 24 points to nil the score now. So 20 points for Paul Loughlin this afternoon. Well, referee Holdsworth there. Warrington kick off quickly. The ball going dead. Well, that just happened just a few minutes before, and Saints swept upfield and scored a try. So let's have the action replay then, and let's go again. Loughlin drops out from between his own sticks. Lyon takes it on the run. Saints sitting back in good style there. Loughlin going over for a try. 24 points to nil the score, while Warrington were reduced to 12 men. Neil Harmon trying to burst through inside the Saints 25, just about 15 yards from the Saints try line. Warrington not in with a sniff this afternoon. They're spreading it to the right. There's McGinty. Head tackling expert McGinty, but he's brought down there by Chris Arkwright and John Fieldhouse. Warrington moving to the right. Roskell. Short ball there over to Neil Cullen, I should say, Paul Cullen. Back to Turner. He turns round, drives over to the right, but solid tackling there again. Warrington spreading it to the left. Awkward ball onto Basil Richards. Haggerty comes in there. Good wrap-round tackle from Haggerty as Phil Beavers had already brought his man to a halt. 6th and final tackle. Cullen. Warrington a bit bereft of ideas. Quirk takes it on the full in his in-goal area, which constitutes a 25-yard tap restart. Saints want a quick play the ball. Farber, first man in. 10-15 yard burst, brought down midway between the halfway line and the Saints 25. Tony Burke now, the second of Saints forward drives, just up to the halfway. Warrington being forced back with every tackle. Arkwright across the line now, Bluer, but he puts it to ground. Very unlucky there. You can see he's disgusted with himself. Darren Bluer just took his eye off the ball as Saints were hoping to sweep it out over here to the popular side touchline. Scrum down now, midway between the Saints 25 and the halfway line. Warrington to feed, Woods to feed, not been penalised once this afternoon, but Saints turn the scrum. Try to get the ball, but referee Holdsworth rules it's got to be another scrum down again. As I said, Warrington packing one man light, with Les Boyd still in the sin bin. He's about another 3 minutes. Well, as they say in the best of circles, hallelujah, as Woods is penalised for actually being caught feeding the scrum. Saints come up with a penalty. Paul Loughlin finds touch, just short of the Warrington 25. Time now to put the thumb screw on now, turn the screw on this Warrington outfit. Another try and a goal wouldn't come amiss, while Les Boyd is still languishing in the dugout after his 10-minute sin bin. Farber taking up the running, comes on, oh, support from Groves. Lofted ball to Cooper, inside to Chris Arkwright. Straight it up, centre field, support there. Arkwright still driving. 8-yard shot, Saints on the rampage. But the ball's gone to ground. Referee Holdsworth indicating a knock-on. A scrum down going to be found. Warrington feed, but it's, as I say, 8-yard short on the Warrington line. Saints in the lead, 24 points to nil. Tremendous team performance this afternoon from the Saints outfit. Woods feeds, comes round the base of the scrum. Saints moving in there quickly. Paul Farber and Tony Burke hoping to contain the Warrington outfit in their own 25-yard area. Ronnie Duane trying to a diagonal run, but he has the ball taken off him. Saints on the attack again. Haggerty straining it up. Quarter an hour of the second half gone. 24 points to nil the score. Bluer into space. Ball back to Cooper, overlap on the left, surely. Out to Les Quirks, it's a running Connolly. The ball's gone to ground. Warrington come up with it. Well, instead of slowing it down there, the Saints, perhaps he tried one pass too many. Well, a try could have been begging in the corner. Perhaps a bit overcritical. But it's Warrington in possession. Solid tackle from Chris Arkwright. Don't expect anything less from Chris Arkwright. Turner kicks for touch. Is it in on the full? Yes. In on the full on the far side. Well, he should be back on now, should Les Boyd, sent off in the 6th minute of the second half, but he's still on the touchline. The far side touch judge coming to speak to referee Holdsworth for a scrum down being formed. Just outside the Warrington 25, it's Darren Bluer to feed. Saints come up with the ball, Warrington man offside there, surely. Gary Conley in the line, out to Phil Beavers. Lyon again in there, and Basil Richards come in to assist. Roy Haggerty taking up the running, looking for support, brilliant ball to Cooper. Looking to turn round and release it, but solid tackling from Warrington. Hold firm this time. Paul Farber going over to the main stand side, feeds it back inside, lovely ball to Groves. Outrageous dummy from Groves as he drives for the line. 15 yards short, 24 points to nil the score. Warrington still down to 12 men. Arkwright, short ball to Bluer. Out to Cooper. Dummies with Haggerty. Cooper still in possession. Richards stops him but doesn't bring him to ground. Referee Holdsworth urging Warrington to get onside. Darren Bluer sees the gap. Turns it round to Chris Arkwright, out to Haggerty. Forward pass being ruled. Boyd comes back on. Stopping play, and Warrington back to a full complement of 13 players. Saints did score 6 points while he was off. 24 points to 0, and it's certainly, I can't see Warrington coming back from this at all. Woods to feed, Warrington come up with the ball. In the league at Wilderspool this season, Saints beat Warrington by 25 points to 14. The tries coming that day from Cooper 2, Bailey, Loughlin 6 goals, and Mark Lee a drop goal. But it's Warrington in possession now. Tommy McGinty, 10 yards short of the halfway line. Warrington not much idea this afternoon. As I said, beaten semi-finalists against Wigan. That tremendous Joe Lydon drop goal that made the score 7 points to 6. That would have perhaps been a fair result, but Warrington didn't take the chances at Main Road when they counted. Just couldn't finish, whereas Wigan did. But it's Loughlin again, hurling down that main stand touchline. Scored 20 points for the Saints, 24 this afternoon. Must be a prime candidate for the man of the match, Chris Arkwright. But a tremendous team display from the Saints. You must say it is a team game, a good display, and Loughlin just finished off in good style with 2 tries and 6 goals. But Farber again, lofted ball to Quirk, comes inside, that's the safe thing to do. Finally brought to ground there, Cullen going in very enthusiastically over there on the far side. Fieldhouse, lofted ball outside, Bluer, Haggerty, sidesteps off 1 foot, tries to straighten up. 6th and final tackle. Are we going to have a go for drop goal? And why not indeed, if not. Beavers, Lofty up and under, crossfield up and under. But it goes dead. So Warrington are going to start with the 25-yard tap from the centre of their own 25-yard line. .20 of this second half gone, so 20 to go and 24 points to 0 the score. Woods into space, good tackle there, tremendous tackle from Beavers. Boyd out to Richards, Hunt brings him down, Beavers in support, Roskill at dummy half, onto Turner, couldn't think of his name then, beg your pardon, sorry about that. Roskill at dummy half, Woods on his right, the ball to John Woods now, spreads it out to substitute to Malloy, but the ball now onto Mark Forster, Speed Merchant, Fieldhouse comes on the inside, but he's brought down, solid tackling there on the far side. Gary Connolly moved in, he's like an exocet, this Connolly, he just moves in and closes down the opposition and brings them down. Brilliant defensive display from young Gary Connolly. Warrington knock on. Scrum down being formed in the Saints 25, more or less centre field, and about 5 yards inside the Saints 25. Darren Bluer to feed. 3 scrums to 2 in Warrington's favour this second half. The scrum collapses and Bluer's got to do it again. There it goes, Saints come up with it, Cooper. Well, loose forward Duane there, he was sharp out of that scrum, wasn't he, to say the least. Chris Arkwright. Very much back to full fitness, Chris Arkwright, after 12 months out of the game. Very bad injury. A bloke of any lesser stature would have called it a day, but well, Connolly again on the receiving end. It's McGinty again in, one of the tacklers. The touch judge on the far side. Well, McGinty's been warned in this first half, so Boyd's there again, he's the captain, whether he's involved, but if it is Boyd, he's going to be down the tunnel, and McGinty, if it is McGinty, there's no danger, he should be off this time. Consultation with the far side touch judge and referee Holdsworth. Shane Cooper, he's just earwigging there, he is entitled, he's Saints captain. The game temporarily stopped. Is that McGinty that's being spoken to? He's being spoken to by referee Holdsworth in the presence of the far side touch judge and Warrington captain Les Boyd. Well, 10 minutes sin bin, so another Warrington player has 10 minutes sin bin. So Saints being awarded the penalty as the Warrington man gets 10 minutes sin bin. Farber in possession. Saints spreading it over to the right, Cooper. Back now to Darren Blue, Fieldhouse. Roskill being treated there, nearly causing havoc in the Saints players. They spread it across field. Bluer, Tony Burke, blindside, powering his way downfield. An extra hand there from Tony Thornley. Groves at acting half-back, Saints moving cross field. Awkward ball there, but Harmon comes up with it. So Warrington back in possession. Roskill there, acting half-back for Warrington. On to Steve Malloy, feeds it inside to the hooker. There's Mark Roskill. Boyd now hovering on the left, looking to release, but Fieldhouse brings him down. Good leg tackle from Fieldhouse. Can't go anywhere about the legs, can you? But Boyd plays it to himself. He drives upfield. Well, it's not McGinty that's sin bin. They just couldn't make out. But Basil Richards, lovely ball from McGinty onto Basil Richards. Warrington pressing on the Saints line. Sixth and final tackle now. Well, bad ball. He's just got to tackle the man, but the ball's kicked upfield. Beavers takes it with ease. Well, enthusiastic tackling again from Turner in on Beavers. But Saints back in possession. Arkwright going over to the left, makes the break. There's Chris Arkwright trying to pass it round the man, but the ball's gone to ground again in Arkwright's efforts to release the ball. The knock-on rule, referee Holdsworth right on the job on the far side, so scrum down just 5 yards outside the Saints 25. Quarter an hour of the game remaining, 24 points to 0 the score. John Woods to feed. 3 scrums apiece this second half. That makes Warrington 4-3. Well, outrageous forward pass from Turner to Duane, going unnoticed by referee Holdsworth. Unbelievable, that, unbelievable. Neil Harmon taking up the running out to Richards. Well, a forward pass again, but the ball's out to number 5, Tony Thornley. So 2 forward passes in that movement, being allowed to go unpunished by referee Holdsworth, and Warrington register the first points in this afternoon's clash. So Warrington with the first points of this afternoon's match. Thornley goes in for a try that should never have been allowed to get so far. 2 blatant forward passes, at least a yard forward in that movement, but it's Turner now looking to convert that Thornley try. Takes it to the left, so the score 24 points to 4. 24 points to 4 the score now in Saints' favour. So a rare occasion here now with Paul Loughlin kicking off from the centre spot after the opposition scoring. Warrington reduced to 12 men there, and unlike when Les Boyd was off and Saints come up with a try and goal, Warrington have hit back this time. So Saints kick off. On to Ronnie Duane. Powerful tackling there from the Saints, forcing back, pegging back in his own 25. Roskill at dummy half. Out to Malloy, feeds it inside to John Woods. Good backing up for Roskill again. Back to Turner. Conley comes in, slows the man down. Awkward ball there. But Warrington moving upfield. John Woods wants a quick play of the ball, pushes Shane Cooper off. But it's McGinty inside to Boyd. He releases it, the ball back. Well, knocked back in referee Holdsworth's opinion. For what it's worth after that Thornley try, but the sixth and final tackle there being indicated by the referee. Roskill attacked in half-back. The ball to Turner across field. The man's just got to be tackled, but he releases it back to Turner. Crossfield up and under there. Hunt takes it under a lot of pressure from Thornley, but Thornley penalised there for being offside when Turner had kicked the ball, not allowing Alan Hunt to the 5 yards yardage when he takes the ball in on Hunt immediately. So Saints awarded the penalty, and Paul Loughlin finds touch midway between the Saints 25 and the halfway line. Roy Haggerty now opens up the gap, set, oh, brilliant sidestep, go, yes, oh, Haggerty, there he goes, raises his arm in delight, and what a superb try. International second row packman, Roy Haggerty finishes off a tremendous display with a superb try right under the sticks. Roy Haggerty, that's only his second try of the season with the Saints. He's had a more or less an indifferent season with loss of form and just an odd injury or so, but he's always up there, he's always about. He gets his unfair share of criticism from the crowd because he's always looking to break through the opposition's defence and then lay on the ball. He's a lovely ball distributor, but he tries so hard to lay on the ball, and sometimes he gets knocked to ground as the crowd get on his back, but he's proved his worth there. He's been a constant thorn in the Warrington side, and he went over for a try there, converted by Paul Loughlin. So 30 points to 4 the score now. Roy Haggerty there, he's certainly hitting top form at the right time. He's been about the Saints' best forward in the last 2 matches, and he's certainly been a tremendous force this afternoon. But Les Quirk, he took the ball there in his own in-goal area, he drove upfield, but solid tackling from Warrington, shoot the ball from his hands, and it's Warrington on the charge now. They looked a hint of a forward pass again, must I say so. I mean, Harmon there latching onto the end of it, and Warrington are back in possession and trying to put pressure on the Saints. Malloy releases it out to McGinty, crossfield run. Groves comes in and Fieldhouse brings him to ground as McGinty kicks his legs up in the air. Could have been very awkward. That's Woods trying to weave his way through. No way through for him this afternoon. The ball's loose. Play's allowed to go on, and Mark Roskill, well, the ball's kicked dead. I don't know what sort of an indication that is, but Saints have kicked the ball dead. He's awarded an obstruction try, well, I don't know. He's indicating that a Saints player elbowed Roskill off the ball in his efforts to touch down, and referee Holdsworth has awarded a penalty try. So Turner there right in front of the sticks eases Warrington's scoreline, but there's no way they can, possibly they can win this game. £30-10 now the score. Well, Paul Loughlin there just been named as the Saints sponsors man of the match. British Telecom today sponsors, and they've awarded Paul Loughlin the man of the match, rightly so. 20 points he scored for the Saints out of the I beg your pardon, 22 points for the Saints out of this afternoon's total of 30. Well, Saints being penalised there for, of all things, referee Holdsworth indicating that Saints have gone into too enthusiastically at the tackle. I think that must be an understatement. But it looks as though it's Mark Forster there on the receiving end of the Saints tackling. Warrington have been awarded the penalty. It was Paul Cullen that got sinned in before for the 10 minutes. He's back on the field now. Mark Forster down. He was allegedly elbowed off the ball. Referee Holdsworth right on the job, and after some deliberation there, he awarded the try right in front of the sticks, the penalty try. 30 points to 10. So Cullen there, beg your pardon, Forster being treated by the Warrington physio centre field just outside their own 25. Certainly ease Saints' points tally. That'll make them, after today's game, they'll have 25 points in the league championship with just 2 points, 2 games remaining. Teams are hot on the heels. Featherstone, they've got 23 points. Salford have 22. Wakefield have 21, but Wakefield only have 1 game remaining. And Warrington, they've already played 24, so they've only 1 game remaining. They're on 20 points, so I think Warrington out of contention in 10th place, but it's they're in possession after gaining added yardage upfield. McGinty did well there. After the ball going around the back of his neck, he managed to gather it, but John Woods attacked it half back there. Cullen plays the ball, and Warrington bring it to the left. Ronnie Duane tries to release it, but Basil Richards losing it. Saints come up with it. Paul Groves it is. Releases it to Tony Burke. Saints spread it quickly. Burke going over to the left. Fieldhouse, but no problem. The ball goes back. Tony Burke, he was quick off the mark there. Very quick off the mark for such a big fella. Loughlin, man of the match, driving through. Duane, one of the tattlers in to bring him down, but Tony Burke, he tried to get Saints on the way, taking it over to the far side, but John Fieldhouse just couldn't gather it. It's Saints in possession. Groves attacked in half back, the ball back to Paul Farber. Straightens up, drives towards the halfway line, brought down 10 yards short. Paul Loughlin taking a knock in that tackle. Just down on the ground, but John Fieldhouse taking up the running. Oh, tries to get it going, releases it inside, but it goes to a Warrington pair of hands. So it's Warrington back in possession. Well, Roskill again, they certainly look to hint of a forward pass on the far side. I hate to sound boring, but I think Saints have come up with the ball as tempers are getting a little frayed on the far side. No, Warrington are... no, Saints are in possession. Gary Connolly come up with that ball, but referee Holdsworth just parting those 2 players on the far side. Just a friendly rivalry, they say, sportsmanship or whatever they call it. Tony Burke now powering his way up to the halfway line. Warrington with a lost cause now. Just 4 minutes of normal time remaining. We just had a little bit of stoppage time with that injury to the right winger Mark Forster. Haggerty again, there he is, that man Haggerty, centre field. Roy Haggerty, just he'd certainly been in my Wembley team. There's no danger, and after today's performance, as long as he can stay injury free, he'd certainly be in that team. Well, Beavers snatches at it there as Groves fed it to the right, was on the 6th tackle, so that's the changeover. I don't know whether that's the first time Saints have been caught in possession on the 6th tackle for the changeover. Well, McGinty again there, he's certainly a wily character. Knocking Paul Groves' hand down as Groves held onto his jersey in the tackle. But it's Paul Cullen over there on the far side, looking to break through the Saints ranks. Well, Warrington, they've had 2 tries on the board, but one from Thornley and the other one from Roskill, which was a penalty try. Well, Saints being penalised there for trying to wrench the ball out of, from wrenching the ball out of the Warrington hands. And David Lyon kicks up 5 yards into the Saints 25. 30 points to 10 the score. Well, it's nice to get back into winning ways, isn't it? Certainly after 4 defeats, after the Challenge Cup semi-final defeat of Widnes. So Warrington, 10 yards from the Saints line. John Woods working the loop move with McGinty. Flicks the ball out, it's taken by Cullen, plays allowed to go on. Well, a try awarded. The referee Holdsworth allowed the play to go on. I don't know whether it looked like a double movement there as Cullen went through and touched down. Shane Cooper is protesting, and Shane Cooper, one of the most placid of persons, but he's having a word with referee Holdsworth, and referee Holdsworth's just reading him the riot act, but Warrington have got another try on the board. So Warrington being awarded a try. Paul Cullen, I think, was the try scorer. 30 points to 14 the score, and just a couple of minutes of normal time remaining. Turner there with the conversion attempt to the Cullen try. I think it's Phil Beavers down on the ground there receiving treatment as Turner comes in, bangs it between the sticks. So 30 points to 16 the score now. Well, very lucky this afternoon, Warrington. They've got 16 points in, what should we say, a 12-minute spell, with tries for Thornley, a Roskilde penalty try, and Cullen there, all with the aid of referee Holdsworth, in my opinion, for what that is worth. Paul Loughlin, deep kick. Over to Mark Forster. Driving up the main stand side here, taken down, solid tackling from the Saints. John Fieldhouse, one of the tacklers in there, as Warrington driving out to the 25. Playing in a time added on for injury now, as Woods tries to get his team going on to Boyd. Been very quiet, Boyd, since he came back on after his 10-minute spell in the sin bin, but Chris Arkwright goes in there and just gives him a good wrap-round tackle there. Little chip and run. Connolly takes it well. John Woods there, it's a good open play, but he's not done anything this afternoon. Certainly a wily campaigner. Good points machine, playmaker in his own right, but he's not done anything this afternoon. And Warrington lucky to have 16 points on the board. I should have said Saints are very lucky to have 16 points awarded against them. Paul Farber now. Up to the halfway line. Roskilde in there, trying to wrench the ball from Farber's hands. Groves onto Haggerty. Straightening up, looking to release. Well, as I said before, he's always there, but there's the full-time hooter. So Saints back into winning ways. And not before time. 30 points to 16, the final score. All Saints in the first half, with Paul Loughlin scoring all Saints points, all 10 of them. Penalty goals in the 2nd and 15th minute, and then a try in the 38th minute off a superb Haggerty pass. He did well to take it, Paul Loughlin, and then he goaled his own try. 10 points to 0 at half-time. Then Saints hitting back early in the second half. A try for Paul Farber on the 6th tackle in the 2nd minute, converted by Paul Loughlin. Saints 16 points to 0 up. Then a penalty goal from Loughlin in the 6th minute, and then a 10th minute try for Paul Loughlin, which he converted himself, and Saints are up and sailing, 24 points to 0. Then Warrington hit back, if you can call it hitting back. Thornley going in the far left-hand corner here after 2 outrageous forward passes, and Warrington back in the hunt, 24 points to 4. Then Roy Haggerty, a superb try, bursting through in the centre field, converted by Paul Loughlin, 30 points to 4 the score. And then Warrington finishing off with a Roskilde penalty try after allegedly being elbowed off the ball in the end goal area, converted by Turner, and then Cullen going in for another debatable try just about 5 yards to the left of the posts, converted by Turner. So the final score here at Nosey Road is 30 points to 16 with just 2 league matches left. We're at Wigan this coming Wednesday against the Pie Eaters at Central Park. The fixture from Good Friday being held over with Wigan being in the Challenge Cup semi-final, and then we finish off our league programme next Sunday at bottom of the table Halifax, who are certain for relegation. So on behalf of your Saints video team, Ron Hoof, your regular commentator, we've got Ian Tushingen on camera, and we hope you'll join us again at Central Park next Wednesday.